This is Julie.
And this is Martin.
And we live full-time on our 58-foot narrowboat home, Rhapsody in blue.
We're taking you along as we continuously cruise the canals and rivers of the UK with some beautiful scenery, occasional wildlife, landmarks, aqueducts and tunnels. Come with us. We start this episode at Braunston, and this is where it is in the UK. So we're picking this video up at Bronston Junction, and we're right opposite the iconic arches at Braunston. So we're leaving Braunston. We're just going to be going through. We're going to be going past the pub in a minute that we went to last year. So we've missed out a lot of our journey. We sort of had a little bit of time out. I'm going to show you a few highlights from the last time you saw us to now where we are at Braunston. You'll be able to see them in a couple of weeks' time. Time out. We had so much going on with the TV programme, etc. So yeah, so we've took a bit of time out and we're now back on track. So we leave Bronston and we head through to the Bronston double locks. We go through all 6 of those and then we head into the tunnel. There is a bit of a bang in the tunnel, which you will see, and then we head up to Norton Junction where we turn left and we go onto the Leicester line of the Grand Union Canal and we head on up through Watford Locks. So we had a passenger for a while there. And this here is the cafe boat, Gongoozler's Rest, that everybody knows at Braunston. Doesn't look like they're open at the moment. And this is the entrance to Bronston Marina. This is where I sat right on that point there when it was the historic boat procession last year. So we're just coming up to our friend's boat and she's holding out some milk for us. So I've got to grab the milk and I'm going to see if I can put the camera there. So I'm going to grab the milk and swap it for some money. I've got it ready.
We do it later. The milk's more important.
This is. I'll make sure I'm hanging on.
Closer, closer.
Closer, Martin. He's joking, isn't he? Yes, got it. Thank you. Do you want the money?
No.
You sure? Right, I'll see you when you're there. Right. Thank you.
Give us a call when you get to Norton. Let us know.
Yes, we'll do. Bye.
Bye-bye.
So we are heading for Bronston Locks. Quite a windy day. Yeah, we're doing Bronston Locks. Haven't done these locks for quite a while now. That's Bronston Marina. So the first lock is just through that bridge. And it looks like the water is being let out. So Martin's going to drop me off here so I can walk up. So walking up to the first lock. Steve and Leslie, thank you so much. Thank you. And we'll see you at Crick. Yeah. All right. Bye. 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 There's some lovely views here. This is between the first lock and the second lock. Walking up to the second lock. But we've lost our buddy because there was another boat waiting further up for them. So it looks like we're on our own. So unfortunately we're following two boats. So the first job is to empty this one. And Martin is just waiting underneath the bridge there. Okay. You'll notice that I'm always watching and checking with Martin when I'm working the lock. Thanks for your help, sir. Thank you.
Have a good day.
And you. Bye-bye.
Well, you might see me in a minute. I'm just going to run a bit of water if I can.
All right, lovely. Perfect. So onwards and upwards to the next lock. Lock number 3 of 6. And this is lock 3 with the Admiral Nelson pub. Lovely pub.
You okay there,
Wow.
Kate?
Wow. I was thinking the lock was empty. There's no leaking. But I can see the lock is full. So the first thing I've got to do is empty it. It looks like I'm on my own now. Here we go. Here we go. So we're just heading up to lock number 6. There he is. Last one of the day. And then we've got Bronston Tunnel. Haven't done that for a while, have we? Yeah, so this is lock number 6. And you can see there's a date just there, 1879. That's when this lock was first built. And it is still going strong. And then it was time for the tunnel.
I'm going to put the lights on now. I think that's the tunnel entrance, isn't it?
So just coming up to Bronston Tunnel now. Warning, Martin is about to do the hooter. You can just see the entrance. Martin sounded the horn. It's a big dark hole. So here we go. I've got my torch at the ready as well. So Bronston Tunnel is 1,873 metres and it is 3.81 metres wide. Average time is 37 minutes and I can see a boat in the tunnel. Here we go. It looks like there is a boat in the tunnel. I'm just putting the torch to the side so that I don't blind him, okay? Here's your kinky bit. Just keep that line, you should be fine. See, now as you all know, Martin doesn't like being in tunnels, but he's certainly not scared of them. He does a fantastic job. And really hope that the TV programme didn't give you a different idea. You know, that I think it was dramatised a little bit more to make it a bit more entertaining. Slightly left. That's it, straighten up again. Bronston Tunnel is known for having a kink in the middle, although it seems to have a few kinks, and that's all to do with when they built the tunnel. They started at both ends and were hoping to meet in the middle, but they didn't quite judge it right, and we ended up with a few kinks in the tunnel. So you can just about see it with the walls, the way it sort of goes left and right, etc. But Martin did absolutely fantastic. It's really difficult to tell how far away a boat is when you're in the tunnel. Very difficult. So it looks like we're very close, but we've probably got quite a way to go yet. You're doing bloody marvellous, mate. It's very hard to see how far away we are from that boat. We're 300 metres in. That's it, there's a little tiny bit of a kink, but I think they're almost stationary, so they're going very, very slow. Unfortunately, they had in fact stopped, which means they have no steering, but they were just waiting for us to pass. But you will see that what happens then is the draw from our boat pulls their boat towards us, it hits our boat, and then it pushes us across and into the wall on the right hand side. So completely stopping in a tunnel is perhaps not a good idea. You can probably see them now. So here we go, going past this boat. Hiya! Hi! Are you having fun?
Yeah. Lots of scraping.
Oh, you're doing well. Oh, you were. Shit! Oh, shut up! I then made the mistake of putting my hand out to try and push away from the wall, which again you should never do because we are moving and the wall is quite rough and you could end up doing yourself some damage or worst case falling in. Okay, are you okay, mate? I think I've ripped my hand to pieces pushing away from the wall, but you okay?
Yeah, I don't know what damage has been done.
Let's wait till we get outside, yeah? And see what damage was done. Okay. Okay, folks, so unfortunately they hit us and we ricocheted onto the wall. Yeah, but, you know, just one of those things. It happened to be a bit of a kink in the tunnel. So right, let's go. Let's get out of this tunnel.
Don't panic, don't panic.
You're having fun then? Well done. It's a busy tunnel today. The rest of the journey through the tunnel went without incident, despite passing 2 further boats on our way through. And here is the end of the tunnel. I'm afraid I missed the ventilation shafts. Warning, Martin is about to do the hooter. Doesn't look like there's anything coming, so we're okay. So this is one of my favourite bits as we're coming out of a tunnel and the picture clears and we get to see outside. Oh, just got soaked. That was nice. So 3 boats going through Bronston Tunnel. Look at the reflection, look at this. Isn't that stunning? And as the picture clears, we can see that it's still sunny and it's beautiful through here. And once we get through, we will check for damage. Isn't that stunning? Look at that. Going into another world. Beautiful. And here he comes. He's out the other side. We've just got to check for some damage.
Bronston Tunnel done, and we had 2 boats go the other way.
Three boats going the other way, and the first one hit us royally. Oh dear, all fun and games. So we've done the tunnel, and I'm having a little go at the tiller, giving Martin a rest. All right, we're just messaging somebody ahead to see if they've got, see if there's a space for us to moor. Oh. Things often sound worse than they really are, and when we checked the boat there was no damage, just a little bit of scuff paint, that was all. Right, so we're coming up to Bronston Junction and we're just going to see if there's any moorings here. If there is, we can moor here. If not, we've got to turn left at the junction. Look at the views here though. These boats along here have got a lovely view, haven't they? Look at that to the left. Beautiful. Now, will we get a space? That is the question. Well, it's a shame there's no space along here, which is really a real shame, because that's where we would love to have moored, because we would have had that view. Never mind, wasn't meant to be today. Warning, Martin is about to do the hooter. So looks like we're turning left at the junction. That's it. So this is Bronston Junction and we are going to be turning left, left, left and heading down that way. And we're just going past this beautiful little cottage here that we comment on every time. There's Martin turning. So this is it, we're going to be back on the Leicester branch line of the Grand Union Canal. So here we go again, back on the Leicester line. So we're just going to keep going, and apparently there is a space for us a little bit further up. Later that night I took this gorgeous photo. The reflection of the bridge and the moon was just perfect. And the next morning we were on our way again. So first things first, we're going to head to Welton Marina. We're going to get a pump out, we're going to fill up with diesel, and we're going to get a gas bottle. So yeah, then we'll be completely ready. So yeah, on our way to Crick. So we're just coming up to our friend Sean's boat. It's called Remembrance, and just look at the paintwork on that. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. And the other side is just the same, slightly different. And it says, "They shall not grow old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn." And our other friend, Andy, from Wharf Moon. And both of them are out at the moment. You hear the birds down here, it's wonderful. Don't forget to listen out with the Merlin Bird ID app. It's beautiful down here. And not far, just up here on the left will be Welton Fields Marina. So very short distance from the entrance to the Leicester line. Doesn't it look lovely with all the reflections in the water? There's just a gentle breeze, sun shining, blue sky, just beautiful. So this here is Welton Fields Marina. We've actually we've used this a couple of times. I think we used it just before we went to Crick last year, and possibly just after as well. So we're going to moor up onto the jetty, which is here. Martin's going to reverse onto it. But this is a gorgeous little marina, really lovely, and they're so friendly here. That's it. That's the pump out being done. So our services are done. We've filled up with diesel, filled up with water this morning. We've emptied our poop, and we even got our new gas bottle. So we are completely full where we need to be full and empty where we need to be empty. This is the first time we've been able to turn out of here without the wind catching us. Brilliant. No wind catching us today. And we're starting the journey with a lovely bridge reflection. Look at that. Very nice. This is bridge number 2 on the Leicester line. So we're going to be going up Watford Locks today, and we're going to see how far we get. If there's a nice mooring, we'll stop. If not, we'll have to carry on through Crick Tunnel. So you can hear the motorway next to us, and we're coming up to Watford Locks, but we just saw a boat going the other way, and he said
just coming out now.
There's quite a queue, and I've got a feeling that boat that's up there is the back of the queue.
That's fine.
So we've seen 3 boats come past now the other way, so
Yeah, you never know, we
hopefully
might get a...
hopefully it won't be too long to wait. We'll just have to get kettle on, I suppose.
That's what we say, isn't it?
Yep.
Get the queue.
Get kettle
Queue
on
for the kettle.
and have a chat and get to know your neighbours. So this is the first of the Watford Locks, and what you have to do is you have to walk up and find a volunteer lockie, and you have to book yourself in, which we've which we've done. And there's 2 boats just going up in front of us. And we've been told to work up this lock and the next lock, which is just round there, and then wait in the next pound. And there are apparently 6 boats coming down, so it's going to take a while. So Martin's gone to get the boat. We've got the lock ready. I'm just about to go over this bridge. So the lock keeper has got the second lock ready for us, so we can go straight in, which is absolutely amazing. Honestly, these lock volunteers, we all call them lock angels. They definitely are, giving up their time just to help us boaters through the locks. So what's your name?
I'm Dave Lee.
Dave Lee, and how long have you been a lockie?
That's my 8th year here,
Oh wow!
since I retired.
Oh, we're so grateful to you guys, honestly. We call you lock angels.
So I do the rotor for my sins.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, so
Right.
it's quite challenging.
Yeah, but you enjoy it though?
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Because we volunteer all through the year.
Oh,
We're open
fantastic.
every day except Christmas Day.
Yes, but no, thank you so much. Thank you. Yep, we're in lock number 2. So that there is the staircase lock. So you've got 4 locks that make a staircase, which is 1 lock going straight into the next, straight into the next, straight into the next. So all good fun. And we wait. See what Martin's doing. See what you're doing. What are you doing? Oh, of course. Of course. You're polishing the boat. I haven't seen any boats coming down yet. They're still taking those ones to the top. Yeah, but we've got 6 we're waiting for.
6.
Yep, so that should be interesting. So we've got 6 boats coming down, and I can see the first one coming down now. So I think they're in the 2nd of the staircase lock, and they're just about to come into the 3rd. Yeah, so me and Martin are being lockies at the moment.
Yeah, that was our first time doing a staircase.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, obviously we went up it, and then when we come up it, there was nobody here.
Oh, it's not too bad. It's not too bad.
It's like straight up.
Yeah. Yeah, so they've just gone down, and Martin is putting them down the last lock. I'm getting this one filled up and waiting for the next boat. This will be number 3 of 6. So I don't know if this is going to work, but we've been asked quite a few times by viewers to explain locks, and seeing as I'm acting as a lockie at the moment, this obviously is an empty lock, and you can see just there is the sill at the end. Now that's always at the top of the lock, so if you're coming down the lock it will be behind you, if you're going up the lock it will be in front of you, and that's what you want to make sure, that your boat is in front of it so that you don't get caught up on it. The top gate is always at the top of the lock, which is the high end of the lock, and obviously the bottom gates are where the low water is. So hopefully that makes sense. A short while later, and it was our turn. Hopefully that's filming correctly. So these are the staircase locks. Martin is about to come into this lock, and it goes straight up into the next lock, into the next lock, into the next lock. That's it. Into the first of the staircase. So on these you've got red paddles and white paddles. And I believe it's red before white and you'll be alright. White before red, you could wind up dead. That's the saying anyway. So,
if you ride the red one,
yep,
halfway up to there,
okay.
lovely, and then the white one all the way.
Okay.
Finish the red one.
Okay.
Just makes it a bit more gentle. They're not very fierce anyway. So.
Okay. Right.
So
Okay.
it's quite a simple system really.
It is,
It's
it
always
is.
the same, always red first, whether you're going
Yes.
up or down.
Yes. Okay. So it's half the red paddle and half whole of the white paddle and then half the red again. Right. There we go. Ready? Yes, this is absolutely gorgeous setting for these locks. Beautiful. Martin, this gentleman cruised with the original owners of our boat on the River Nene.
Probably 12 years ago, I reckon, probably.
Yeah, so these here are Sidepounds and they hold the water. The red paddles take the water from the side paddle and put it into the lock below, which is the one that Martin's in. So the white paddle then takes the water from the lock above and puts it into the side pound. So this is it, last lock of the day. And last lock for quite a few, well, a couple of weeks at least. They've got these lovely flower boxes at the top lock.
So we, the local branch of the IWA,
Yes.
Hampton branch, which I'm a member of, so we bought that off the trust
Yes.
and we're repainting it, refurbishing. We've been working on it for a year. And
Oh.
we're going to use it for helping out doing repair work.
Oh,
those
wow.
sort of things. So
Oh, that's,
we used it over the winter down on the Northampton arm, cutting back the offside veg.
yes.
So yeah.
Oh, fantastic. That's brilliant.
Painted now, and we're hoping we've been invited to the Bronston Historic Show, so we can.
Oh, fantastic. We went to that last year. It's an amazing show. Amazing.
So I don't know whether we're going to.
Oh, that's the boat there. Amazing. Thank you so much. That's it. Watford Locks done. Now on to Crick. Join us next time as we continue our cruising journey. We're on our way to the Crick Boat Show, so hopefully we'll see you there. Don't forget, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, it's totally free, and click the notification bell and YouTube will let you know next time we upload. A big shout out to our Friends of Rhapsody channel members, thank you so much. Thank you so much for all the coffees and super thanks this week, we really appreciate it. Oh, and don't forget to leave us a comment. We love reading them and we answer every single one. See you next time.